I did ask Standing Orders Committee about this issue earlier on. Basically, I'm raising a question about appendices, because there is an amendment to the motion that I'm proposing that is actually standing as an appendices. And my advice earlier on was that appendices aren't going to be voted on, they're just simply added to a report, in which case I would accept it. But if we're going to vote on it, then that would make it... I would need to know specifically if we were going to vote on it, if it's taken as a resolution. The reason why I think this might be problematic to accept and to consider an amendment that is actually calling itself an appendices is that there are several appendices to other commissions. For example, in the Education Commission, those appendices have not actually been submitted here today. So to accept a motion, an amendment rather, that's actually in appendices, would mean that if it conflicts with the main policy, then if passed, the appendices would actually be taken as the substantive motion, and the original motion would be amended. And I'm not sure that everybody's aware of that if there are appendices attached to the paper and it's in any conflict with the main motion, then it could, by the decision of the Standing Orders Committee at present, conflict and cause the main motion, items in the main motion to take second place. So I just wanted to note that, because, and I would ask for a vote.
Okay, can I just make a suggestion? Can Standing Orders clarify that? I don't know, if you can clarify it at this minute, fine. If not, clarify it when we come to that.
Wonderful to establish that Standing Orders has right of reply. We were the only...
I didn't say that, I just asked for clarification.
We were the only persons excluded from it. A lot of the things that we lost this morning, we wouldn't have lost if we could have explained them. Anyway, no. We don't see any special status to appendices. I don't know where this idea comes from. Perhaps it's from the academic world. Perhaps in an academic paper, an appendix has a special status. We do not see any special status. It is about layout only. We see nothing wrong with Amendment A2 framing the additional text it wants to add to the Policy Commission report as an appendix. It's a layout issue only. We accepted the motion. We don't think it should be struck down by conference.
I think the point is, if it overturns points that are actually in the main motion, we need to know, and also the people who are proposing to submit appendices to the Education Commission should know whether that's going to be voted on or not, because those appendices are not here.
Well, Standing Orders Committee have ruled that appendices do not have a special status, that the Amendment A2 stands, so I think we should just vote on the Standing Orders Committee, we'll vote on the challenge, your challenge in Standing Orders on that basis then. So basically what you're saying is that Amendment A2 does not stand. Well, we have to...
If the status is just as an appendices, as a slight different of emphasis, that kind of thing, I mean, it just basically elaborates a slightly different point of view. But it also misses out lots of things which could be dropped from the original motion if they're not actually, because it's presented as a short version.
Yeah, okay. We're going to have to move on. Basically. What I'm going to suggest is that the Standing Orders Committee have recommended that Amendment A2 stands and said there's no special status for appendices. So basically what we're going to vote on is that Amendment A2 stands. That doesn't mean you have to agree with it. You vote on that as part of the discussion. So all those in favour of A2 standing, please show. Okay, all those against? Okay, that's overwhelmingly carried that Amendment A2 stands. Okay, thank you. You, please.